What's going on, everybody? This is Dr. Mo Baptiste, and welcome to Dr. Mo Knows Mondays. So what exactly do I know this beautiful Monday morning? Well, I know that our life is like a corporation, and we're the CEO of that corporation. But when all corporations need a strong board of directors in order to run effectively. I came up with this idea because I was recently watching a show called Life in Depth on Spike TV, hosted by a guy named Victor Antonio. And this specific episode was of a woman who was a single mother, but she was working 8 jobs. And even though she worked 8 jobs, she just could not get ahead. And one of the things that Mr. Antonio pointed out was that she lacked a person or a group of people that would keep her balanced, keep her honest. And so that got me thinking about, outside of the context of just finances and a corporation, what would a board of directors look like for one's life? And so I came up with 3 characteristics that I believe people in our lives that will serve a specific purpose to make us better should possess. Number 1, it has to be someone or a group of people that you trust. And that trust has to be mutual. Let's be honest, in these days and times, trust is something that's hard to come by. And so it's something that takes time. It's not something that's rushed. You know, these are people that know the essence of who you are. And again, it's something that's built over time. Number 2, it has to be people that you respect. Because just like trust, respect is one of those things that's earned through time. And those 2 things go hand in hand. Last but not least, I think this characteristic may be the most important of the 3, and that's having a person or a group of people who will always tell you the brutal truth. Now, please note that we may not want to hear that truth. The timing may be bad, whatever it is, but we absolutely need people that are not yes men and women who are not afraid to give us the brutal honesty, the brutal truth. I've been blessed to be that person or serve that role in some of my family and friends' lives. And it's not an easy job. You know, I can say that I'm often misunderstood, and, I want to believe that people know that I have their best interests at heart. But if they're caught up in their emotions, they're not always ready to hear my feedback. But they ask for it, so I give it to them. So again, I see it as a blessing. You know, my wife jokes all the time and says she's tired of being the one that receives my brutal honesty, and I need to share it with the world. And so I'm doing that now, and I actually relish that role because we all need it. And so the 3 characteristics, like I said, is you have to trust, there has to be respect, and it has to be a person or group of people that are not afraid to tell us the truth, especially when we don't want to hear it. But we got to make sure that we separate someone who's pessimistic and hating versus someone who's being brutally honest and telling us what we need to hear. And if you can't tell the difference between the 2, the person that respects you, loves you, and telling you the truth because you need to hear versus you want to hear it, they're doing so in love. It may be tough love, but nevertheless, it's still love. So remember those 3 characteristics when you're choosing the people that's in your life that's going to serve that purpose in order to provide balance in your life in order for you to be successful. This is Dr. Mo Baptiste. It's been an absolute pleasure to once again share some thoughts and ideas with you. If you have any ideas that you would like for me to speak on, you can always email me at drmoknows, the number 1 at gmail.com. Again, that's drmoknows, the number 1 at gmail.com. And I will be glad to expand on any topics that you would like me to do so. Please be on the lookout next week for the next Dr. Mo Knows. Thank you. Be blessed. Be good to each other. And see you guys next Monday.